Okay, let's get this started. Hello everyone, this is Seraphon. I'm playing Magical Bringer Korona the movie, which I did a playthrough of earlier. This should still be in the same playlist. The playlist is available in the archives if you're interested. But today we're not doing the main game, we are doing the bonus game that pops up after you clear both story paths. The DanDan Dungeon Daibouken, or DDDD for short. Roughly translates to the Great On and On Dungeon Adventure. I went through the basics of this, the manual, all that at the end of the Korona 2 playthrough, so let's just get started from the beginning. This, in case you have not noticed, is all in Japanese. I did have a translation patch for the main game. I never got around to doing this, and I'm afraid that trying to mess with it too much might end up breaking the way the game works. There may be things that are dependent on some of the text, or I might just have text overflowing text boxes and crashing it and all that. And in any case, we start off in the cathedral, or chapel in the basement of Belzebuth Castle, with just Korona, the main character, as a party member. Our options here: we can go into the dungeon, we can rest, we can save, we can load, we can change the party setup. Korona is always required to be in the party, and with no one else available, that doesn't really do anything, so for now, we can just go into the dungeon. There's really nothing else to do. As you can see, we have a kind of first-person view. You can use left and right to turn around, press forward to move forward, press down to turn 180 degrees. There is a map, but because I do not have the map item for this floor, it says you don't have this floor's map, and you can't actually see anything. Going back in this door, it gives us stairs back up to the cathedral. We can go back to rest and save. I'm not going in there right now because nothing's happened yet. I'll just wander around for a bit. The game does track your exploration even before you get a map. It's just you can't see it until you have a map. So if I walk into every tile here, once I actually find the map, this will all be filled out where I've been walking here. But for now, I just want to get into a random encounter, get a little bit of experience and money. I'd have to check my notes, but I think it's something like a 1 in 50 or something like that chance of having a random encounter with each step. So if I just keep wandering around here, some should pop up. There are also places in the dungeon map where you have forced encounters, usually right behind doorways. The contents of those are random, but the placement is not. I'm controlling this with the keyboard. I believe you can also use the mouse. No? I guess I'm thinking of Dungeon Breaker then. Ah, here we are. 2 slimes. You can see in the main screen we have slime is the thing's name, 2 is the number. Also says at the bottom, 2 slimes have appeared. The slimes are your basic RPG weakest monster. So we have as our options here, we have attack, we have magic and skills, we have items, and we have runaway. Right now I don't have any items, I don't have any skills, so just attack. Once you've entered everyone's command, it asks if that's okay and you want to proceed with action. You say yes. Korona swings at the slime. Slime covered Korona. Korona took 1 damage. Korona slashes at the slime, and it dodged. This is something about like bubbles appearing on the surface, and it just kind of chills. So some enemies will sometimes just not do anything. They are faster than Korona, at least for now, but they don't have much health. 1 hit, 7 damage, and it's down. That missed. And this time we hit it. Monsters are defeated. Each character gets 4 experience, and the party gets 2 coins. If I check in the status screen here, that's 4 experience of 30 needed to get to level 2. Korona has taken 2 damage out of the, or 4 damage out of the 30 health she has. So just to be on the safe side, I am going to go back up, rest, and save, because When you're just starting out, this is one of those games where you can get wiped out pretty easily. Alright, back to the dungeon. I think it was the doorway behind the entrance that goes to the map. But this is locked, so I can't get in without the correct key. So we'll try coming up here. This is one of those forced encounters here. Again, the contents of it are random, but the fact that there is a battle here is not. This is one toad. This should not be a problem. Korona smacks the toad around. The toad takes some damage. It's croaking. There will be rain tomorrow. Some of the text is a little silly. The toads are a little tougher than slimes, but not particularly difficult. 4 experience and 1 coin for that toad. Where we got 4 experience and 1 coin. 4 experience and 2 coins for 2 slimes. Alright, if I go back through this door again, this time the battle is not here. The fixed battles do not reset until you leave the area. This is 2 orcs. Orcs are the most dangerous monsters on this floor, so I might need to run away from this. Okay, the orc says an orc that doesn't fly is just an orc. These are a reference to a Studio Ghibli movie, I believe. And there is a pig that's a pilot, I think. Yeah, let's run away. Ran successfully. If you run away, it sends you back a step. So you can't just skip the battle. I'll rest back up to full health. Save again. Back to the dungeon. The in-dungeon menu that you have here, you have Investigate, which lets you find secret doors, items, equipment, magic and skills. Status is here. So I need 22 more experience. You can see here you have your equipment. There's their weapon, the Black Demon Sword Osiris. On the head, a ribbon. On the body, Magical Girl outfit. Feet, shoes, no accessories, no shield. Korona can never use a shield because Osiris is two-handed and she always has them equipped. Her passive skill is that she gets magic from enemies she cuts. I believe that was 1 magic point per 20 damage she deals, minimum of 1 per hit. Base attack is 5 plus 4 from weapon. Base defense is 4 plus 5 from equipment. Base agility 3. Base spirit 2 plus 4 from equipment. Base luck is 4. You see experience, HP MP, level. You have this item. Yeah, what would you call that in English? It's like a picture book. For monsters, we call it a bestiary. So this is her weapon, the Black Demon Sword Osiris. Notice attack power is question marks. A description says it grows with the pack holder. Attack power of Osiris goes up, I think, 2 with every level she gains, so Korona is constantly gaining attack power as she gains levels, even on top of what she gets from actually leveling. Now there's your armor. The Magical Girl outfit gives you 2 defense. It tells you it's a body thing. There's a description. The short skirt is part of the design. Co for Korona is who can equip it out of characters I've seen. You have the shoes, those give you 2 defense. Ribbon is 1 defense and 4 spirit. We have our monster thing, so this is a bestiary basically. Now it shows us these, it goes through 8 floors. There is a 9th floor, but that doesn't show up until you've unlocked it. We get our nice little descriptions here. We can see our slime has level 1, 5 hit points, 7 attack, 2 defense, 2 agility, 1 spirit, 3 luck. Weak against fire, resistant to martial arts, 2 experience, 1 coin. There are 2 items they could drop. We have not seen either one of them yet, so those don't show up in here yet. Brief little description. The standard weakest RPG monster, and yeah, they just never get ahead. There's another monster we've not seen yet. There's the boss of the floor, which we haven't seen yet. We have toads. These are weak against lightning, resist water. At this point, we don't have type attacks, so it doesn't matter. Orcs, you can see their stats even though we haven't beaten any yet. They don't have any weaknesses or resistance. Notice they give a lot of experience and coins, but they also have, relatively speaking, a lot of health, very high attack power. So, yeah, Orcs dangerous. And at this point, if I run into any Orcs, I'm just going to run away, because they're just not safe to fight. One of the slimes ran away, the other one's beaten for 2 experience. Let's try this room again. Different random encounter this time. As I mentioned, the location of the encounter is fixed, the content is not. So this time we get Toad instead of Orcs, much easier. You can investigate, found a treasure chest, open it, yes. This has the key. So we can now get through that other door. I'll just go around the edges of this to fill out the map for when we get the map. There are 2 doors off the side of that, but I want to go back up here and save. And I think the map was beyond the locked doors, so after saving, I'll go check that. To the dungeon. Circle back around behind the entrance. Use the bronze key, it now opens. The fairy is the other enemy on this floor. Use Wing Slash. Korona takes 6 damage. Fairies are kind of Toad level as far as power goes, but they do have a relatively powerful attack. We beat the fairy, 7 experience, 2 coins. And a plain crepe, that is a healing item. Most of your healing items are food. Yeah, there's the bronze key. Plain crepe. No toppings is the description. This does not tell you how much they heal. You hit space, it will sort the items. It tells you this at the top if you can read what that says. Maybe the item list will say. No, it just has the description. Yeah, I think this was the map. We open it up. Yes, the map of Basement 1. So if I hit space now, we can see everywhere we've been. You can see everywhere I walked, that is filled out on the map. Everywhere I did not walk is a blank on here. So, as I recall in Dungeon Breaker, which had a similar setup to this, you fill out the map for tiles adjacent to where you go. In this game, it's only the tile you actually have gone on. Okay, hit a slime, dodge this attack. 2 slimes down, no trouble. I'll come back in here. This is our expected non-random encounter. Toads are doing some damage. And that time it did nothing, so battle finished. 8 experience, 2 coins. Korona leveled up finally. We get the Korona heroic music from the main game going every time someone levels up. Level ups are randomized to some extent. Each character has a different distribution of what stats they could get. We're getting 6 health, 8 MP, 3 attack, 1 defense, 1 speed, 1 spirit, 1 luck. That seems pretty decent. Okay, so that's now all filled out except for the side rooms. But having just leveled up, I want to come back and heal and save. I'm going to be doing a lot of saving, especially early on. Okay, so let's check out those side rooms next. 2 slimes, this should not be a problem. And one of them ran away. Definitely not a problem. Okay, this is the west room. The toad kind of threw everything it had into that. 8 damage. And Korona missed. Frog kick, 2 damage. 11 damage to Toad. That is not quite enough to take it out. And that's just to Toad. We're getting pretty beat up just from that. This is why I want to hang out near the healer point for probably at least another level. Here, there's a strange thing on the floor here. There's some words on it. Not enough magic power for the red key creation. Go press buttons that supply magic power. We need 4 to create the key. So this will be able to make a key needed to get further into the area. But first I need to find those buttons and press them to activate that. Up ahead we have a vending machine. Vending machines let you trade in coins for items. Beat the fairy in one hit. They're not terribly strong, but they are a pretty good experience for what they are. Suck around the outside of this to fill in the map. Investigate here. Yes, you can use coins to buy stuff. We currently have 15 coins. It can buy, I think those are like prototype potions, which heal a little bit. There are regular potions, cost considerably more, but also heal considerably more. Anti-poison cures poison, anti-paralyze cures paralyze, anti-sleep cures sleep, and anti-panic cures confusion. These are at this point not useful because a character who is paralyzed, asleep, or confused can't use items, may not be able to act at all. Anti-poison potentially is, but I don't think anything can do poisoning just yet. I'll buy a potion. Or one of those trial potions. Which way am I facing? There. The map will also show you which way you're facing in addition to where you are. And there are some places where that is invaluable. Yeah, the vending machine is a 2D sprite, so it will look the same no matter which angle you're looking at it from, and you can't see through it because it's in your face. Okay, back to heal. We're down to half health already. Yeah, and I don't believe that little jingle is used outside of the bonus game. It's not anywhere in the regular game that I can remember. Slimes are already a joke. This is what you'd expect from slimes. Okay, so 56 experience, 220 needed to get to next level. Yeah, notice the sword is now giving +6 instead of +4, though it is 2 per level. Have I gotten any item drops yet? Nothing from that. Oh yeah, the plain crate from the fairies, so that shows up on item 1 here, so that's the more common drop. I haven't even beaten an orc yet, so nothing there. Through here we have 2 fairies this time. Yeah, that wind slasher is pretty strong. Yeah, wind slash. I said wing the first time, I think. It's wind. Okay, so that monster's beaten. One of the fairies ran away. They do that sometimes. Okay, so if I recall, this is what takes you deeper into the dungeon. I don't have the red key yet, having not done the thing to make that be created, so let's come here, do right-hand rule to go through this area. There is nothing here, except some toads topped up. Yeah, I think investigating your surroundings counts as a step for purposes of monsters appearing. Exchanging blows. 2 toads defeated. Map shows nothing here. Okay, this is one of those buttons. That's now pressed and dealt with. 3 more to go. I'm getting close to half health, so I'll go back and heal. Yeah, early on you are in constant danger of getting beaten up and running out of health. I do have some healing items, but I'd rather save those for being deeper into the dungeon. Alright, let's try beating an orc now. At level 1, they were a bit much, especially with 2 of them. At level 2, maybe a little better. Yeah, that kind of hurt. 10 experience, though. Yeah, I'm going to go back already. So that's just too much damage. Alright, into the dungeon. There will be a battle here, because there always is. I missed. I'm actually taking more damage from the 2 fairies than from the 1 orc. And then it runs away. Alright, let's heal again. I at least shouldn't need to be worrying about getting wiped out from a single battle at this point. Although if I keep missing... Okay, let's see how much that crepe heals. Playing crepe. 20. That's back up to full health. Make sure these walls aren't fake. Because some walls are. And especially if it looks like you can't get into someplace. I'm going to run from these. Successful? Okay, there's a door here. There's, of course, an enemy behind it. There usually are. One-shot the toad now. And it looks like there's nothing here. That does at least fill out more of the map. I'm pretty sure there was a hidden room around here somewhere. Yeah, I did flesh out the maps and have those posted on my website, but I've decided to try not to refer to those for purposes of this playthrough. It's not going to be like a completely blind playthrough, because I have seen that. I just don't remember a lot of it. Okay, 2 orcs run away. But running away failed. That can happen. It's based on luck and agility, I think. And the fairy ran away. Alright, there's our second of 4 buttons. Yeah, was it maybe this? Okay, I can't get in there from this angle. Maybe it was here. Yes. There we go. Okay, this was trapped. The trap is water pouring down, the map got soaked. But I got a tower talisman. Let's see, what was that? Okay, damages 1 enemy. But yeah, because the map soaking trap, the map is now completely reset. So everywhere I have been is wiped out. So if I want to fill it back out, I need to explore all over again. That's a relatively uncommon happening. The map erasing trap is the least common one. I think it's something like 6% chance. But it obviously can happen. Alright, back up here, rest and save. Re-explore. Because I do want my map filled out. There's a toad. The toad hurt a lot more than I was expecting. Okay, vending machine is in here. Toad defeated. There's the key creation thing. If I check this now, it should say I need 2 more buttons. Yep, 2 more. And back to heal. Those toads can hit harder than you'd expect. And the fairy runs away. It's at least easy. Yeah, this is where the first key was. There's a fairy. I flesh out this room. Let's come over and do these hallways again. Okay, I do duty heal. Let's try the 10. The cheap potions heal for 10. Okay, I guess I didn't need to heal after all. Let's see, how am I doing on experience? 147 of 220. I'm getting there. Yep, Slime's definitely the weakest enemies. Let's go back out to the end of this. Okay, I can sometimes one-shot a toad, but it's inconsistent. There's something like a plus minus 20% random variation on everything. I think one of the buttons was in here, but I've already pressed it, so there's nothing here now. Okay, into this room. Big room. Not seeing anything so far, but there's a chest here. Let's see, some Yui gag. I've heard a bad joke. Korona avoided the trap. And we got one of those cheap potions. There's an anti-poison. Anti-panic. And a cheapo potion. Okay. 2 up, 2 over. Okay, that's all filled out now. I want to make sure there's no hidden way into this square. And I already tried the outside walls, so that should be fine. Okay, there's not much point in checking for a secret wall there because there's a door right here. You can just go right in. There's one of the buttons. There's just one more after this. Ouch. Yeah, those frogs, they can hurt more than you'd expect. Okay, one more to go. And I'm going to go back to the heal point. I've burned through my potions already. It would be nice to get some more crepes from the fairies. Okay, 2 works now. One is worth trying, 2 is not. Alright, gonna buy some more potions. And get attacked by another frog. Alright, how's our status looking? Okay, 23 more to level. Yeah, let's farm these for experience. 21. No to those. Almost there. One orc. One orc is not so bad, especially since they sometimes will waste turns on, I think, smoking. It raises their spirit, but they don't really use that for anything. Okay. My Korona, we're in Korona Strike. So finally an actual use for that MP. The downside is once you hit level 3, you can start getting larger groups of enemies. And the fairy ran away. Toad down. I should be able to consistently take these out in one hit now. Yep. So definitely better shape for exploring now. You can try to save scum for better level ups, but I'm not going to do that. It just seems like too much effort. Especially when we start getting more characters. Okay, so back to exploring. Yeah, this is the door. One fairy, one toad. Toad's worse. And there, 2 down just like that. And this looks like an empty room. That should be the last button, so I can get the red key now. Yeah, I think that's everything in this area except that one room there. I'm pretty sure those walls are just solid walls with nothing inside. Okay, with any luck, I'll be getting Yuga this session. I want to hit the toad. There we go. And the slimes are just a joke. Okay, we're pretty well established at this point. Shouldn't have to fear for my life too much. Yeah, I think that's the whole right side of the area. Oh, 4 toads. Yeah, I think with my current levels, I can get up to 2 enemies per stack still, just as when you start out, but you can get up to 2 stacks at this point. There is a formula the game uses that's related to your... I think it's your highest level party member and your party's total levels for those two things. But yeah, at this point, we can get 2 stacks of enemies with up to 2 per stack. When it hits maximum, which happens fairly quickly, it's, I think, up to 4 per stack and up to 3 stacks. But which stacks can appear together is controlled by the size of the monsters, as they have an actual size stat internally. Oh, right, I need to actually get the key before I can use it. But the internal size stat is related to the size of the actual sprite, generally speaking. It's going to strike 17 damage. It just hits a little harder than her usual attack. And it's also slashing damage, which sometimes is useful and sometimes is a liability. For some reason, just attacking things with a big honking sword doesn't count as slashing damage. You need to actually use a skill. Normal attacks are always typeless. Okay. Yep, magic power supply complete. And we get the red key. That event is now removed, having served its purpose. So now I can open the red door. And of course there are monsters behind it. There are behind most doors. Okay, so go around the outside of this and then down the middle to fill out the map. 2 orcs and a fairy, no thank you. Does that does show it on the map. I wasn't sure it would. Okay, this, as I recall, is... Yeah, it's a thing that randomly changes which direction you're facing when you step on it. Right, toad down. The fairies are becoming less and less of a threat. Okay, I am facing east, so this will go out into here. That is a one-way door. You can examine this wall here all you like, and you will not find anything. Okay, let's try the southwest room first. 2 orcs. Separate stacks, but still 2 orcs. I'd rather not. 2 toads much friendlier. Especially if they just croak. There's a slime. Not a problem. Toad and a slime, also inconsequential. Yeah, Korona is basically a solid fighter. Kind of slow, but good health, good attack, good defense. Okay, let's go west. I feel like that was probably a different room. Alright, let's take that orc out as quickly as possible. Only 15 hit. Okay, it's down now. But you should notice each time I hit an enemy, Korona gets 1 MP back. So you can afford to spam your skills a little bit anyway. Yeah, there's just nothing here. So that is a false route. And here you really do need the map to tell which way you're facing. I could have sworn there's a secret passage around here somewhere. It might be... There it is. Further in. I was starting to say. Two fairies and 2 slimes. Not a problem. One of the slimes ran. Probably a good idea. Got some pudding. Yep, there's your... plain crepe is there. Pudding is there. Has anyone got a spoon? What dropped that? Not the slime. Okay, fairy drops plain crepes and pudding. It makes sense, they do snack. Orcs can drop anti-poison. Toads, I haven't seen anything yet. Yeah, battle music is the power of Stormbringer, which is kind of the generic battle music from the main game. There is a forced encounter here because this is technically the wrong side of the door that you would be coming through. You don't actually need to come here through the door to trigger that. You just need to step on this tile. Because this is a tile-based game. Okay, back through the secret passage in case there are any fixed encounters along the way. Turn right. Through here. And we're healing. Okay, I've explored most of the floor, so that's good. Okay, that door is one way you can't go back through it as a shortcut. Or for any other reason. Okay. How are we doing on status? No, that's the quick game. 449 and 600. So about 150 to go. And with more enemies appearing at once, it's possible to get experience more quickly. It's also possible to get beat up more quickly. Okay, something dropped the trial potions. Yeah, I would not want to try to get through that without the map, because you'd just be hoping the direction you pick actually goes somewhere. Okay, 2 works. Let's try it now. Okay, I can handle 2 works now, and occasionally one-shot them with the skill. Okay, I missed the corner there. It's 2 fairies. Okay, and the exclamation point there means that is the boss. Yes, here it is. I thought I remembered this. You got a soul drink. I think that's MP restoration. And a potion, so actual good healing. Yeah, I think the rest of that is not stuff you can actually enter. So I am not ready for the boss at the moment. I want to at least get some health bath first. Nice. Definitely recover MP. Okay, back to the heal room. I will save, heal up, and then go for the boss. Should probably buy a few more potions too, but heal first. How many do I have? 6. Let's get that up to like 12 or so. Might as well try to get another level too. Okay. Let's get some more. Yeah, I need less than 100 experience also. Might as well do that before taking the boss. That's 21 right there. Alright, 3 toads. Even their power attack isn't as bad anymore. Should be just about at a level. And as I recall, gaining level doesn't heal you, so I want to go heal right after leveling. That's a bit much for one battle. It's 4. I need 16 more. Nine. This should be enough. And the slime ran away, but that should still be enough. Alright, 8 points, 6 magic, 3 attack, 1 defense, 1 speed, 1 luck, 1 spirit, 3 luck. So that's definitely a better level for luck than what I've been getting. Okay, to the boss. And that will be where I stop. Well, after coming back and saving. Yeah, let's not try to take on the orcs. There's 3 of them now. 3 again. I'll keep rolling this until I get something more decent. Or not. Come on, stop throwing orcs at me. Well, 1 is fine. Yeah, even weak enemies, 6 at once is a bit much. Okay, maybe I won't get to the boss this time. Two orcs should be fine. Especially if they just smoke cigars. Yeah, let's try it. Yeah, this is not looking good. Can I run? Yes. That was close. Yeah, I might need to grind up another level before getting through this now. I get that one alright. And getting beat up again. And missing doesn't help. I'm not going to get another level for a while. I should probably just burn the potions and push through. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop for now, save the boss for next time. So, yeah, until probably next week. This has been Arafon playing the DanDan Dungeon Daibouken bonus RPG in Magical Bring a Korona the movie, or Gekijo as it's called. Anyway. Yeah, hopefully next time will go a little more smoothly. I forget how quickly the monster difficulty ramps up as your goals increase and they start increasing how many can appear at once. The good news is it doesn't get much worse than this. As far as numbers go, it's just you start getting stronger monsters in lower floors. But yeah, once you hit the limit of how much can appear at once, the only increase in difficulty will be going down floors. So there's that. Yeah, for now, enjoy your weekend. Come back next week if you're interested in more. Feel free to check out the archives and all that. And yeah, have a good one.